Listen, the news is just getting worse and worse. So, the Secretary of State, Anthony Blinken, said Sunday that the U.S. is working overtime to verify reports of missing and dead Americans overseas after Hamas launched an unprecedented attack against Israel. So, reports are coming in that several Americans have been killed, some of which there are reports out there that Americans have been kidnapped. There's missing Americans. They're working to verify this information right now as we speak. Now, I understand that a lot of you guys were emailing me and messaging me about this situation and saying, Rabbit, this situation right here is a lot more complex. Palestine was being treated this way, and was going this way. And there's so much in between. The thing about covering any or giving commentary about this whole situation is that it's very complex, and the conflict in this country, in these countries and locations, is pretty severe and extensive. You can't just cover it all in one day, right? Let's be real. But what is happening and what we're seeing in the images is just very shocking. Somebody messaged me today and said Palestine resistant fighters broke free from their open air prisons, Gaza, which holds 2 million people illegally, and escaped and took control over the Israeli settlements, the settlements that were built on stolen Palestine land. So Palestinians are invading Israeli land, and they're simply returning to their own land, according to every human rights organization in the world, part from Israel. They say that Palestinians have the right to resist at any point against the illegal occupation. If you disagree, you're a colonizer. Palestinians have lived under Israeli occupation for more than 75 years. This year alone, more than 200 Palestinians have been killed by the Israeli. Thousands of Palestinians are wrongfully imprisoned by Israel, and Israel continues to demolish Palestinians' homes, steals their lands, steals water, destroys Palestine's agriculture, restricting the Palestinian movement through checkpoints and Palestinian identification systems, preventing millions of Palestinians outside of Palestine from returning to their homes, not mentioning the amount of Palestinian blood that has been shed since 1948 up until now. Israel has stated their objective is to ethically cleanse them, so when Palestine comes back together to resist, that they have every right to do so. You cannot ignore the background and context and the history. Palestine wouldn't need to resist if there was nobody to resist. And they thank me for reading the email. Look, I understand that this has been an ongoing thing for many, many years. But to me, to see women and children executed, to see women and children kidnapped, to see families begging for their family members back in the last 48 hours has been a bit crazy, right? I don't agree that this is the way to go. And I don't think anybody in my comments would agree as well that this is how they have to do it, that they have to uh kidnap these children. They have to shoot people up. No, I don't think that this is the way to do it. That's just my opinion. I understand that context is everything, but I'm reporting on the fact that people are being kidnapped, and this is what it's looking like. And now we have the Secretary of State saying that Americans have also been kidnapped, and there's possibly others that have been killed out there. Context is everything. But is the context supposed to support somebody's actions to do something? Not just from one to the other, but both ways. These lives, these children are innocent, regardless of which country it is. They're innocent. There are these horrible images of this woman who is beaten horribly. She's in the back of this truck, and these men have they're spitting at her, and her face is just face down, and they're pulling her from the hair. Um, they've pulled down her clothes, so she's bare. The mother of that woman has been identified because she has a very specific tattoo on her leg. Following the attacks on a music festival in Israel by Hamas, a shocking video made its round online of a young woman being paraded around a pickup truck with little clothing. Many TikTok and X users commented that the young woman seems lifeless, but it is believed that she was unconscious and still alive at this time. The family of the German tattoo artist Shani Luke is desperately holding on to hope that she is still alive and she will be returned. Luke was forcibly taken from a peace music festival near the Gaza borders by Hamas militants following the attack on Israel on Saturday morning. Luke also has a young son. The video that was released by Hamas is difficult to watch as it depicts Luke's terrifying ordeal as she's paraded through the streets while stripped of her clothing, positioned in the back of a pickup truck, while numerous armed Hamas militants can be heard shouting Allah Akbar from the truck's open rear. One of the Hamas can be seen with his legs over Luke's waist while another grabbed hold of her dreadlocks. Others in the crowd could be seen spitting at her body, and it is triggering. They're just spitting at this young woman. Okay. And so this is the mother of this young woman. This is her right here. Okay. It's very much disturbing. So family of the German woman whose naked body was paraded around by Hamas plead for information. Shani Luke was attending a music festival when she was abducted by a terrorist group. This is them, I'm assuming, right where the music festival was happening. The family of the German tattoo artist who was paraded naked through the street by the Hamas terrorists still have hope that she is alive. Shani Luke 30 was seized from a peace music festival near the Gaza border. We read that. So a video posted by the terrorist organization on social media shows Luke being paraded through the streets in the back of the pickup truck. I've seen that video and it is very, very triggering. Okay. So if you guys just keep in mind, there's a lot of images out there, but this is Shani, and her family is, really hoping that she is still alive. Shani's mother is Ricarda Luke. This is the video on the side is the video in reference so that everybody's aware. This is Shani. Okay. We're definitely not going to be showing that video here, but it is out there for those that would like to view it. It is very horrific. Okay. Very much horrific. This is Ricarda. This is Shani's mother. They just want to know that if their daughter's okay. I guess they want her home. That's what they want. Another family member wrote, Shani's sister also wrote on Twitter. She said that this is my sister, Shani Luke. She's taken by Hamas and she's a German citizen. Um, Noah Arganami, and I hope I'm saying her last name correctly. Also, she was abducted, and we did share a little bit of that video earlier. Make sure you guys check it out. So her father is coming and saying, making a plea, hoping that she will be released. The terrified father of the kidnapped Israeli student caught on video being brutally manhandled on a motorcycle after attending a rave near the Gaza Strip revealed that he feared the worst when he received a strange message from her boyfriend, only to have his worst nightmares confirmed by the distressing video. Noah, father Yavak, shared through his tears that he was praying for the 25-year-old safe return after she was kidnapped from a music festival where the Hamas militant opened fire and launched rockets into the crowd. I tried to contact her from the second channel. We heard the rocket and siren. According to her father, that answer seemed strange, prompting him to head to the hospital to see if he can learn anything that way. I went to one of the offices and was confirmed that she was not injured. While on the phone, her roommates contacted us and said that there was a video of her on a motorcycle and she was taken to Gaza. I hope I had hoped that he was wrong and that it was not true. Then in the emergency room, a guy approached me and told me that there was a video if I wanted to see it. I asked to see it. Then I saw that, and it was definitely her. She was so scared, so frightened. I always protected her, and at that moment I couldn't. He cried. I pray that everyone will return. Distressing footage emerged of Noah screaming for help, yelling, "Don't kill me, no, no, no," as she carted away on a Palestinian gunman's motorcycle, while her boyfriend can be seen being manhandled by terrorists. So far we know that the death toll has gone from 600 on Sunday to we know that there's at least 2,000 wounded and possibly more dead. We don't know any more information at this point. Also, to add to this, we have protests happening right now in Times Square. Check this out.
The Zionist entity bears full responsibility for this most recent escalation. And just yesterday, over 230 Muslims ascended to martyrdom at the hands of the Zionist state. We uphold the rights of our people.
say when we want to talk about morality, we should talk about how day in and day out Palestinians are subject to terror, their land being stolen, their farms being destroyed. And I'd love to see the governor talk about that moral high ground.
The resistance was able to conduct a full-scale genocide invasion in secret, while under the IDF national of one of the most cost-effective military superpowers in the world. Sure.
See that? Yeah. Okay, you want to get a foul shot? Or this way? Okay, cool. I just want to make sure you know.
Everyone back here.
Free Palestine! 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 Free Palestine!
Let me know your thoughts in the comments as we continue to cover this whole situation. Where do you guys land with everything? And again, we will continue to report what's been going out there.